Good morning, everyone. Today I'm highlighting two channels, Wolfie Gladly Accountability Inspector and Peanut 211. And the first video shows two officers talking to a homeless person, and they try to solicit a trespass. You guys are going to see how Wolfie Gladly puts him in check because of it. I really like how he does it, and I wanted to show this to you guys, so make sure you subscribe to Wolfie Gladly Accountability Inspector. And the second channel is Peanut 211. She's fairly new at what she's doing, but she's out there recording with Wolfie Gladly and the Resistance. So watch out for her channel. And the clip that I put from her channel, I really like the way she approached these protesters out there. So let me know what you guys think about what she says and how good Wolfie Gladly does. Make sure you subscribe to both of these channels. I'll put the links in the description. Thank you guys. I'll see you over there in the comment section.
We've got two officers engaging a homeless person.
What's up, guys? You alright? Hold up. Alright.
Now they're asking that they're soliciting
Man, he likes privacy. I mean, he's asking something like...
I'm pretty sure he got plenty of privacy. He's in it. He's in the privacy.
How was that?
I'm pretty sure he has plenty of privacy. He's in it.
Okay, he's asking if you show your camera off. That's all.
Yeah.
No, you asked him to ask us that. That's not
He
right.
did. He just said it to you twice. You didn't hear him.
You solicited it.
Huh?
You solicited that. You solicited that.
I can't hear you.
You solicited that. You said, "Do you want these guys to film you?" You made that an
Yeah,
issue.
I'm letting you know he's being filmed.
Well, we're on the sidewalk.
Fine. I'm not saying you do anything wrong.
We just want to make sure you.
Privacy, that's all.
We want to make sure that you don't. We're not here to.
I'm letting him know. Yeah, that you're...
We're not here to record him. We're here to record you guys to make sure you guys don't.
Excuse me. You need to re-rate say or compensate for filming.
Can't do that, sir.
I got some change on me, buddy. I got a little bit of change on me.
No, they're either going to put their hand in their pocket or they're going to erase it off and get them back to the camera.
Right. Don't worry about it.
No, they got a choice. That's their choice.
I'm concerned about these officers speaking.
We're here for your protection.
That's what I'm
They're
concerned
good
about.
friends of mine.
And you
I
don't even have
told
6
them.
feet. You don't even have 6 feet between you.
Excuse me.
There's not even 6 feet between you guys.
Michael,
He still didn't put his mask on.
It's not a law. It's not a law, sir. It's not a law.
Yeah, it's not
Not a
law.
law.
Not a law, Jim. Not a law.
They're
Not a
more
law.
than welcome
No.
to come talk to me anytime.
Yeah,
They're extremely helpful to the homeless.
So go ahead.
They're the only two out here to care about
You see what you started?
and they actually care.
Now this next clip is from Peanut 211. Like I said, I really like the way she approaches this, and let me know what you guys think about her argument with the Black Lives Matter protesters.
No more violence. Yes, my brother, no more violence. You know, it's great because I have you all here, and I'm a YouTuber. So there are two issues that have been near and dear to my heart, and I'd like to know how you all feel. We know within law enforcement that there is a 15 to 40% rate of suicide. It is an epidemic. Do you believe that we should be spending tax dollars to actually handle the issue of suicide in officers? We also know that the medication they take can increase the risk of violence, including homicide.
Medication who takes?
Pardon me?
Medication who takes?
The medication what?
The medication who takes?
That police officers take. There are 40 FDA medications that increase the risk of violence and suicide in individuals. And I think that officers should start paying more attention to the medication that they take, because if it makes them violent,
Police officers aren't required to take medication.
but it is their personal responsibility to make sure that they speak with their doctor, that they look at the side effects, and you know, because it is about public safety. The other issue I have is we do know that there is a 15 to 40% increase of domestic violence that we know doesn't get addressed.
Increase in...
No, we're talking about domestic violence. 15 to 40% of officers are involved in domestic violence. My question to you all is, what about the women and the children? What about those victims? It's not just about Black Lives Matter. It's not about Blue Lives Matter. What about women? Women of color. Had a debate with a woman on, we're the forgotten breed. Women are the forgotten breed. White,
if police have a higher level of domestic abuse, like in the rates, then that's a result either of the job being too stressful or the person not having enough training to be able to properly handle the stresses of the job. The training required for the police is much lower. I think it's only 800 hours, and that needs to be increased a lot considering this is one of
6 months.
the most stressful jobs in the world. And I think the training needs to be a lot more, and people need to be screened a lot harder following reports of misconduct.
Right, but don't you think that the wives, girlfriends, and children of police officers that become violent domestic violence, they could be wonderful officers on the street, but when they go home, they beat their wives and they beat their children, and that's an epidemic.
It's true meant of a lot of professions, but yeah,
No, we cannot put a mental health label to that because it's their choice to do that, and it's about control. So, medication's not going to cure that. So, if you're going to be here about Black Lives Matter, we got to be about everybody. Everybody has to matter.
Yeah, but not everyone is under such an aggressive threat right now. The police disproportionately affect the African American community, so
Yeah,
that's why it's Black Lives.
Right.
Because all lives matter.
But you see here, I have my camera. Okay? Everyone.
Saying Black lives also matter.
Save the sea turtles.
That's
doesn't mean
exactly
kill
what
the
I'm
other
saying.
fish.
You're misreading what I'm saying. I'm talking about the ones that are not being addressed, the children and the women.
Then why don't you come out and protest for that?
Because I'm out here.
If cops are beating their families, then that's an issue, and that's why we're calling for reform in the police department.
exactly.
The changes will affect everybody, not just black people.
Exactly.
The changes of defunding the police will affect everybody, not just black people.
I'm not arguing that point. I'm just wondering, as protesters, if you want to protest and you want to make change within the police department, it's just not about the color of your skin. Because women of all color are victims at night when nobody's around, when no one is around. That's where it needs to be addressed. And only fellow officers have the ability to help in that department.
Not true in my experience. Not true.
I believe that they should go out and maybe protest themselves if it's such a severity. Well,
They can't. Because under the threat of violence, they can't.
Ma'am, can you back up? You don't have a mask on. Can you stand back a few feet, please?
I've already had the coronavirus, so I can't.
That puts us at a greater risk then, because you already have the
We
antibodies
don't
in
mind
you.
talking, but
Like, we can have a discussion if you just would social
Actually,
distance.
well, you know what? Mr. Fauci didn't give me my certificate yet, which we're still waiting for. Those of us who have had it,
We're
and
really
recovered.
high risk, and I'm not comfortable talking to you.
You're not comfortable talking to me?
I would ask you to back up.
It's comfortable about Black Lives Matter. Well, I'm 6 feet away from
because
you.
That's not going to come.
I'm 6 feet away. I wasn't that close. 6 feet.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a question.
Sure.
So right now we're discussing police brutality in reference to Black lives. Now let me say, if you see like a march for breast cancer, is your instinct just to be like, well, what about prostate? It's just at the moment we're focusing on a particular issue, but these issues definitely need to be addressed. Whether it's cops suicide or it's them, a high rate of domestic abuse. These are obviously things that need to.
But
be
we're talking
addressed.
about police brutality. A police officer, when he goes home in the evening, doesn't just put his badge and gun away. He's a police officer 24 hours a day. Police brutality includes everybody,
Isn't
not
that
just
a
one
problem
person.
that there's so much violence?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
That's why we're calling for reform.
And that's why I love your sign. No more violence.
Yeah,
No more violence. I love it. So, all right. Well, anyway, thank you all for talking to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you guys liked the video. Actually, both of these videos. Like I said, I want you guys to go over there and subscribe to both of these channels. Let them know San Joaquin sent you guys. I really appreciate the support you guys give all the channels that I highlight. So thank you guys for that. And I want you guys also to understand that my main channel is back as well. And I will be uploading videos over there immediately. So make sure you're subscribed to my main channel as well. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go over there. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you here on my next video. Thank you.